We don't have to go outside to get it. I'm just also replenishing the traps with steel because you guys suggested that steel would be stronger than wood and would more likely down colonists and enemies and stuff like that on the first hit instead of like, you know, using like multiple traps and stuff. So yeah, it's been pretty interesting. We've had a couple of near colony wipes. We've had hundreds of fucking colonists die. We've had 513 colonists die. At least 250 have run wild, left, or been stolen. So I can't account for them, but we assume it's roughly 250 based on the 500 or so that's died so far. And yeah, we're just hoping to kind of survive, ideally. And I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm not accustomed to playing with. Like, they're allowed to have drugs in this playthrough. I'm using traps. I'm using mortars. I want to see what a rocket swarm thing does. I've got autocannon turrets, which I don't usually use. They've got a whole bunch of weapons that I'm not familiar with. So, like, I've had a couple of bumbling situations where I've accidentally got half the colony dead to, you know, a doomsday rocket launcher and stuff. So that's happened a couple of times. I also don't know how much storage we've got inside anymore, but it's fine. The ship is basically built. I'm just trying to get a couple of people's surgeries done and armor on them. And yeah, obviously repair the stuff outside. Probably, I think I've got enough steel to make more turrets, but I could really do with components at this time, because components would allow me to be able to repair the turrets and also potentially build more. I do think that the way that I'm going with this, I'm going to end up having ship like spawn inside, because outside's going to be like well and truly defended. So we got a cowboy hat. All right, hold on, let me get Trashy to go grab that. You're cleaning dirt. Let's see what else we got. We got marine armor for you as well. I can barely even see the list. I feel like something just happened and like the entire pile of colonists has gotten even smaller than ever before. Psychic suit for the males. Thank you, Blessed. Alright, so they're chilling the fuck out. They are working on building bedrooms. I have a shit ton of beds, which I'm going to need to install. Chain shotgun for Trashy. I'll get you up here as well in a second. I'm actually still holding on to your character, so I'll be able to get you up here soon. There we go. And I've still got a few people that I've got to allocate out weapons to, but I need these benches to not allow weapons. So not weapons, not apparel, so I can find my shit. Not weapons. There we go. Okay. So hopefully I should be able to see stuff because they should be putting it out here. I understand that like we've got all this stuff outside and that's horrible to look at. 50 components. Thank you. It's horrible to look at and shit, but like at the same time, it's so much faster for me to find anything. So I was going to put this as like, oh, a luxurious bedroom and stuff, but I'm like, I'm sorry, but you guys are going to probably have 2, 3, 4, 5. I might do this as like only a few people per bedroom because I know I've got like, fuck knows. I think we've got, hold on, if we had an extra person then we've got 279 people, but we also did have a couple of people that died, so we might have less than that now. You can press C and it brings up the search items. I know it does, but that thing is the bane of my existence. Every time I see it, every time I accidentally touch it, I'm like, get out of here, you know. So like I know I can go search for it and stuff, but I'm like, the hope is to find it myself, you know, ideally. Hey, Watermelon, welcome in. What are you up to? A lot of colonists. Our game would become PowerPoint. Yeah, welcome in. As I was just saying, this is a special event for a week. And all the people that are spawned in, or all the colonists that are spawned in are people that are lurking in Twitch chat and stuff, because it's a Twitch browser extension. Rimconnect, so yeah, plus 200 of them are one person alone, so there is that. But yeah, I definitely don't have adequate bedding. I'm working on that. We should have a good amount of armor, but I don't think everybody has a piece of armor on them. Also, my regular colony, my colony of Asura that I play on Tuesday nights, I have got 302 colonists on that, and because that game has been going for 3 years and has like hundreds of colonists, thousands of animals, thousands of items, all the years of socials, multiple versions it's played on and stuff. That one obviously runs slower than this, but at the rate we're going, I think it will be about the same thing. So yeah. Obviously, I don't have any performance mods or anything like that. If you guys want to see what my PC specs are, it's easier, obviously, if you're over on YouTube. It's in the video description, my PC specs and stuff. As for on Twitch, I don't know if I have that externally listed. I think we had a talk about this the other day, and I'm like, I thought it was on my like about page or something like that, but I don't actually know if I have a link for it there. But I have got it in Discord and I have got it in all of my videos on YouTube. So if you are looking to see what my specs are and stuff, just check out the description and it will be in there. Yeah. My computer isn't like too super awesome and shit. Obviously now I have like a fuck ton of RAM and stuff because I'm working on a live 2D avatar for myself and whatever. But like that hasn't... Getting more RAM hasn't changed anything, just as a heads up. It doesn't change any of that sort of, you know, none of this. So I want to be able to fit a double bed in here, which means I need to have a triple space row, which means we want it to look like about that, ideally. And I'll see how many of these I can fit down the line. So we'll see. Because obviously I'll probably put like 2 double beds if I can fit them in here. I also have to remove that hoopstone game out of here. And apart from that, they've got like good recreation and stuff. Basically also spawning chocolate will make it that everybody has like happy recreation and stuff. We've got a shit ton of books. I literally don't have enough spaces for things to go on benches. There we go. Okay. So we'll have the opening here. They'll be able to come up and through. I'll grab this. I'm pretty certain that we have sufficient marble to make this place. I could have moved it downwards by 1 actually realistically, but this is fine. This is fine too. So basically I'm kind of making kind of condos, sort of like what I have in my like regular colony, where this is far more efficient when you have like a shit ton of people. Whoops, I don't want that spot. Yayo? There's 9 yayos in the colony. So yesterday, Andre spawned Psychic Tea, and my god, was that an adventure. We had everybody... No, it was like 2 days ago. Everybody got high on Psychic Tea, and then there's some point in time, somebody had fucking Luciferium, and then one of the fucking Timberwolf puppies got high on that too. My caravan's back, so they're going to be about to riot because they're all starving. Hold on a second. Can you two rescue the bless while we're here? There we go. All right, don't leave them out in the water. This doesn't have power. Hold on a second. Is it because we don't have sufficient power? It's connected. We may not have sufficient power for the base because I removed the extra solar panels. The Venomatic power cells will be doing stuff, but not much. These, I don't get much out of wind turbines personally, and I did just destroy a bunch of solar panels to try to accommodate for building the extra rooms. So I'll just have a look. This comes out by like 24. I also really just like building bases and shit too. You may have noticed that, but yeah, this is part of RimWorld that I quite enjoy. That and having a big old gas bag, one of the two is great. I can't fit them on that side. I might be able to fit an extra one here, but they'll be a bit weird walking around it. So we grab that again and put it down here. Yeah, I think to a degree when we spawn things, we are going to get like a little bit of lag. I think that's sort of unavoidable at this like capacity sort of thing, but it's okay. Like, it's not bothering me. I understand like if it's bothering you guys, that like sucks, but as soon as we have like a big battle, some people are going to die. Like it will right itself, you know. Plus I have a lot of resources. Bless is having a Psychic Tea binge. because he's starving. So he's going to go and do that instead. I also have like a fuck ton of people just sleeping in the corridor. So I have a lot of these are partway through building. I still have a lot of steel. One of the blessed are going berserk, which is not good. Revoke your health privileges just a little bit. Guys, manually beat him up, and I'll keep an eye out for doomsday rocket launchers in this area. Please tell me you didn't kill a cat. I know you went berserk. I heard a cat get culled. Alright, that should be fine. We'll have people coming down to rescue. And I need to also check that nobody has destroyed spines in the hospitals, because there is a chance. You're on... Well, actually, I sold the heart before for you, so that's a bit of a problem. And you've got a cracked spine. You should still be able to get up from that, I hope. And that looks like Blessed is up and about again. So, let's see, we've got Trashy. Well, that should be like one of these ones here. Crimson, next colonist, there we go. Alright, so we've got a bionic jaw, pain stopper, 2 eyes, 2 arms, spine, stomach, 1 leg. I think one of the legs might have failed on you, Blast. One of the legs have failed. No, we got one. Okay, let's try the other leg. And I don't know if I can have both pain stopper and joy wire, but we'll try it. We'll install both and see what happens, and then after that, if you're still good and still alive, we'll install the bionic heart in you, and then you'll be basically solid, except we'll have to go and find where your armor went to. And Q's going slaughtering. Hold on a minute, love. I would not go do that. You've already been doing this a lot. So basically, I revoked the medical privileges of colonists so that shit cunts get like removed out of the colony faster and stuff. Yeah, I just got to be a bit careful, because obviously when they beat up somebody and stuff, there is a chance that somebody else might walk around the corner with a doomsday rocket launcher. I feel Toastman Sunny Bun. All the beds are Masterworks. Okay, so whatever's been installed, I believe. I don't know if the one's on the ground. Okay, so if it's not installed, it's not a Masterwork, but the ones that are in are all Masterworks, which is good. Got Psychic Soothe for the females. Nice. And we got a Wave of Nanites, which is going to help with like superficial wounds and stuff. Okay, so they're mostly all calm. I think I've got like a few more beds. I've found a few more beds to install. I don't have flooring in here, but I will put it in like after we get all the beds and shit. Okay, so pretty much all the single beds are allocated, which is fine. These, we're going to have walls in this room soon. I know this is going to be a little less privacy for the couples and shit, but it's fine. Bed's a bed at the moment, and I'll see how many we can get built in here, because we should have a shit ton of wood, courtesy of lifting up all of the traps. And there's a few people that I still need to get to have a weapon on them, or armor and stuff, because I'm trying to get them to move whatever weapons and armor we have out of whichever storage they have decided to go and put it in, so I could clearly see it and access it and allocate it and stuff. Because when it's on a shelf, I do have shelves, don't freak out people, I do have shelves, but when it's on a shelf I can't see it easily. I can't keep track of like how many people are on it and stuff. I don't know how to use gun. Your person's like a 1 on shooting, so no, they really don't. If you want me to, like, if you spawn in like neurotrainers and stuff, I'll get them installed on your person so that they can be like super competent shooter and stuff. But I think the only one we had was medical, and we've used it on Nuke Dragon so she could do the surgeries at a higher level than 9. So after that, we won't have any others. Alright, so that one's steel, that one's what? The classic bed? Okay, let's get these in here. I'm gonna need to put doors on them because people are gonna get stuck in this shit. The level 20 social. Was that my way out of danger? I don't think your person has any social skills. Your person came in as like a mostly 0, unfortunately, so it kind of, you know, unfortunate for them. But I don't think they've got much more than a couple of like 1s. Stacker hit a trap. That should be fine. They should be alright. I should flip the beds on this upside too, actually, if I'm going to do that. Alright, give me that. What is that? Just a standard wooden one. Alright, let's get these beds pumped out. This is not going to be sufficient amount of bed unless I want to put a bed in between each one of these beds. I could put in this particular room an extra set of beds just because we have that option. And then we'll go all the way up the top here. And I've got to get all the walls and shit done. I don't know what that was. I'll go have a look in just a second. As long as nothing's in the way of this. What else? We should be pretty much ready soon. I think if there's any additional armor that people would like to spawn in for the colonists to be able to be like tanked out armor-wise, that would be cool. Weapons and stuff I have to take the time to actually apply to each colonist and stuff. So that will take me a bit of time, and if anybody has tantrums and stuff, they will drop their weapon. I need a wooden wall on this back end because a stone one isn't going to work. So get this built up so that they have a solid bedroom. Get more marble on this. That's right, I can't do it on that corner. That's fine. I don't actually know if... Yeah, no, I've got to bridge that floor as well. I might as well bridge the whole floor because wherever it's got to be bridged, it will bridge. And marble that corner block. I need doors. So let's get you guys so that you're not getting stuck in here. I can't put that one there while they're building it, but that's fine. Get a shit ton of doors, then they'll corridor the crap out of this thing. I don't have lights in here yet, but this is okay. I also don't know if we're going to have sufficient power for this space, but as long as the turrets are like good, if anybody wants to spawn in like components or steel, we'll be able to like enhance more of the turrets and stuff around the place. How you doing, Crimson Lotus? What are you up to? Alright, let's see. Worst colonists. Rice Farm sent in a worst colonist. You're already in here, so where are you? You got Joe. And he does... nothing. He is staggeringly ugly, slowpoke, pessimist, sickly, and volatile, and is incapable of doing dumb labor, so I don't actually know if he can do anything. But, he's going to get given a few things to go do. So, I guess he's going to do basic tasks around the place. He can't do anything. He might be able to do stuff. Pneumatic power cells, thank you. I'm gonna have to... Fuck it, we're gonna install a couple in here because I don't have other places to put them. I have a severe lack of storage for the rate in which this colony has grown in the space of a week, but I do have space for 4 more, which would power this place, you know. So, we've got skill trainer for shooting. Alright, let's get your guy up and out of bed if he's walkable. They're under anesthetic, so they can't walk at the moment, but I'll leave that there so that nobody steals it. Apparently Shathak has died. I don't know why you died. Oh, you hit the trap. Oh, you must have been crawling all your way in here, so nobody's taking you to the hospital, which is fine. And I'm still getting all of these. I feel okay with removing all the other wooden ones. I don't want to uninstall them, I just want to delete them. This is going to leave like part of our map vulnerable for a few minutes, but it should be okay. We should be mostly capable. I don't know if that's all of them. I think we're missing a couple. No, we got all of them. Alright, what was that? We got 1,700 steel. Nice. I was going to say, I'm like, if it lands on one of these things, it's going to probably blow up. Which, that's got to happen eventually, I reckon. Alright, so there's a fuck ton of steel. Some people decided they should have a rest. I think Bless has forced a few people to sleep. Like, basically, like a sim in, like, the Sims games where, like, they basically just walk into a room and just collapse. Because I think that's what that one does. I basically did that this morning myself, honestly. Wave of nanites flowing through the colony has healed everyone. Nice. I don't know if that forces you to recover faster. But I'm pretty sure when you're sedated, it's still got time. So you got both legs, spine, stomach, arms, eyes, joy wire, pain stopper, bionic. Don't know what this is going to do to you. we're going to get you the trainer as soon as we can. I'm pretty sure somebody had... Oh, that's right. We got the heart to go. There's a chance, blessed. There's a chance that heart surgery could fail. And heart surgery fails lethal. I have healing mech serums that I could use to, like, keep you alive. Resurrect mech serums, I don't know where... Like, I know of where they were and stuff. I just am not really sure how to use them. I've only managed to use them twice. I think I have to tell a doctor to use it before somebody gets their hands on you to cremate you. So somebody's going in for the operation now. So your heart surgery is about to start. We've got the extra solars built. How's the power going? Power's all connected. Some of the power is offline. We want to make sure we have sufficient power in this base, so that in the event that we have like enemies and stuff, we can actually survive that. So let's see, assign, get you set up, and get you set up down here. I'm not worried it's me after all. Well, I mean, the only thing is, like, when you get resurrected, like, if anybody comes up to you while you're dead, I think, like, as in, like, if an animal or a cannibal or something walks up and decides to eat you, I'm pretty sure the resurrect mech serums do replace your head if missing. I think it does impact you psychologically, like you can have like some form of insanity, I think. I don't remember, although I do have healing mech serums, so I could technically outweigh whatever it does, ideally, but we'd have to see. That needs to move the fuck out of here. Go put that outside. So the bedding is almost done. I will probably throw them onto fast forward in a moment. If they could all stay calm. So we've got a psychic soothe. We've got a double psychic soothe for females. What the fuck is this thing doing here? Rice farms. What are you doing being a bug up in this space? I fucking forgot that you're like a little mega scarab thing in here. I was about to like kill you then. Speaking of, are you on the animals lists? That's a good question. You are in the pets category. That's right, you were trying to get out into traps the other day. Alright, well, I'll set up to get the extra traps made as best we can. They are accidentally destroying one that's steel, but that's okay, we'll come back to that. Before I put them onto fast forward, I want them to have as many things allocated as physically possible for them to go and do or build or whatever. So they're going to have... Oh, Jesus, that's a bit of lag. I don't know if somebody's spawning something or if something happened then. But, fuck it. Let's throw you guys on a little bit of fast forward. Whoa, that ain't doing anything. Who's upset and why? Lenza Slaughterer has dementia and is frail, but the malnutrition is moderate. We must need food. My guess is that... Simple meals. We are very low on simple meals for the size of the colony that we have, and shit, that gets in the fucking traps again. Because I don't know, that's just what they do. That one's a door. This one's a door. I just got to check on these because some of these are not actually built as a door. We should be good. Hopefully, shouldn't have anybody get stuck in here. So we'll see how that goes. There's still a shit ton of traps I've got to still put outside and in the corridor and stuff like that, but I'll leave them be for a hot minute. Yeah, what else? I guess hopefully if everybody manages to do the traps and or most of them are out here like deconstructing, which speaking of, I do want to increase the rate of people doing construction stuff. So now if it's available, they should want to do it because a lot of the people that came in, I didn't allocate you guys to be able to do stuff. However, I'm missing a trap over here, which I'll go get one because I'm pretty sure I should still have an anti-green warhead in here somewhere. Shit, that gets in the fucking traps again. Alright, there's one. Alright, so it's crunching a little bit at the moment, and that's kind of to be expected because there is a metric fuck ton of resources on the ground. So I find in my regular colony, if there's a lot of stuff on the ground to be picked up, they struggle with that. I also would like them, if they're able to do planting, I would like them to be able to go and harvest whatever we can get while we can get it. It will be it's kind of near the end of summer at the moment, which is kind of good because nobody's too uncomfortable. Everything's sort of still chilled, which is good. And the bedrooms are starting to come together, which is great. Yeah, there's only the ones on the end here, which I've got to wait for them to kind of build up a little bit. And then we could kind of throw this in here. Q hit a trap. I also want to tell them to do floors if they could, because why the fuck not? I assume marble is going to be the thing we have the most. So I have 4,000 marble. We still have a lot of granite. I'm going to use sandstone, sorry, as the floor, because that way we still have a shit ton of stuff to... Oh, shit, fuck, going places. That way we still have a lot of stuff to repair the walls with, ideally. And I want them to cancel what they're doing in here, because they're not getting in there. Alright, so what do we get? We got Inspired Surgery for one of the Bless. And we got a cargo pod. Hold on. Cargo pods. We got some more agave fruit. Okay, nice. We'll bring that shit inside and we can use that. Use that for food. So I only have one nutrient paste dispenser, which is probably woefully inadequate for this size colony. I have got a lot of space for food. I've got stacks of like 10,000 corn and stuff that we've previously grown. The only problem is if somebody has a tantrum and they decide to kick that stack and it disappears, we automatically lose 10,000 corn. So that is a bit of an issue. The power is barely keeping on. Blessed is overdosing. Which Blessed? The one in there. Okay, you have got orbital bombardment thing. I can't get stuff off you, but I want stuff off you if you go down. And we got some more cargo pods, which was chinchilla fur. Oh, leathers. Okay, so yeah, chinchilla furs, that's nice. We're getting some daisies, sent a cargo pod, yep. Okay, so we got psychic soothes for male and female. I think what we need is the poppers. We have psychic emanators. So what we worked out yesterday is that psychic soothe only stacks to 2. So any one person experiencing a psychic soothe will experience a 16. They'll get a benefit from the psychic emanators that we have around the base, which are these things, right? We have a lot of them. Although we look like we're missing one in the hospital. Somebody's destroyed it. And yeah, that and the psychic soothe poppers themselves will be able to kind of like give us a buffed like combination of things. That's really the only way to get them actually like fully happy when they're doing this. So I have the one that makes animals go insane. I don't have the one that makes them classically happy. And I see you guys are storing food on this. I guess that's hops and the animals like the horses and shit will eat it. I guess that's okay. What was that? A psychic emanator? Nice. We'll get those installed. What? When they land, they don't crush somebody? Maybe? It is well and truly slowed the fuck down. Anywho, I think we're missing the one from up here. Pretty sure I had it like there. And where else are we missing it? Let's see. We don't have... Yeah, we're missing the one up there, and it wouldn't hurt to put one in the sleep corridor thing. And we got some more pods. Pods are good because you can get like anything in this shit. I think you can even get people. I don't know if you could get it in Rimconnect, but we got eggs. We can use that for cooking though, so it's fine. Alright, so we've got a lot of steel that's coming in. There's a lot of wood that's on the ground. There's a lot of stuff outside. So let's go gambling. Yeah, that's basically what I think exactly. Like every single time somebody like spawns it. Andre, a fellow streamer, happens to refer to it as like the gacha pods and stuff, because like you're not sure what you're going to get in them and stuff. But yeah, I sort of see it the same sort of way as like, you know, it's it could be anything. It could be good, it could be bad, you know. I'm gonna put this about here. We'll get the most amount of bedrooms that we could possibly get for the moment. And yeah, they're basically, I don't think we have an eclipse or anything like that. I think our power is like almost sufficient by the look of it. I could put like a row of solar here, but if these go, they will blow up the solar. It's kind of one of those like collateral situations. I could put it on the bottom of this, I guess, if we don't have rocks on the other side. No, we've just got that. What's up the top? I can't put it on there, but I can put it there. That's fine. All right, fuck it. Let's add a heap more solar. Solar's not like a perfect solution if we get an eclipse, or in any case, if we get a solar flare, shit's not going to work anyway. But solar is a little bit stronger than using what do you call it, like the wind turbines, at least I find. I don't know about you guys, have any of you had like a really good experience with the wind turbines where they are more than sufficient to like power your colony and stuff? Like it doesn't matter like what size your colony is, I'm just talking about like in general, have you found them to be like good? Because I find like most of the time they're either not working, something's blocking them, they're not like there's no wind. I don't know if maybe like the locations of where my stuff are, it's just not breezy enough for it. I don't know. We got 93 components. Nice. Thank you, Crimson. Alright. So, how are we going with resources? I'm down to 21,000 steel. We've got, once that goes in there, we've got 91 components. Crimson's in a motorist rage. Probably not the best spot to be doing that. You've got food poisoning major. And I need basically everybody in here to not shoot a fucking gun. I don't even know where you are in here. But I need somebody not... that broke the orbital beacon, but that's fine. There we go. Alright. Alright, Blessed is having a tantrum. We got Sad Wander, and Tantrum. Okay, cool. Alright, and how is Blessed doing with this? Blessed is out of hospital, so you either survived or you died. Let's go find out. There's Crimson Lotus. You must be one of these ones along here. There we go. Okay, Blessed is alive, currently puking in the fields. So you are about as bionic as you can be, Blessed. And it's time to find you your skill trainer. I saw it up here. There it is. Alright, let's get you your skill trainer when you're done having a puke. And I doubt your armor would still be outside. I reckon somebody's stolen that. But